What's going on, guys? Alex here, and in this video we're going to talk about how to breathe like Wim Hof. So let's get started. Now, everything I'm going to share here can be found in Wim Hof's new book and his free mini courses. So I'll be sure to leave those in the description. Definitely recommend you check those out. And before we get into the how, let's talk about the why first. So the reason to do this breathing method in the first place is because ultimately it will lead to more resilience toward everyday stress and feeling more control over your mind and body. The amount of oxygen that we inhale through our breathing influences the amount of energy that is released into our body cells. And the way you breathe strongly affects the chemical and physiological activities in the body. This method of breathing will keep your body in optimal condition and in complete control, even in the most extreme conditions. In fact, this is how Wim Hof is able to do extreme feats, such as stay in icy water for hours, also stay all night in the cold. He's also climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in just his shorts. It's because he's learned how to regulate his energy and his body temperature simply through consciously breathing. What we're doing is making the body more alkaline and less acidic. And by doing so, we have more control over our immune systems, our endocrine systems, and our hormonal system, which means we can regulate our mood, our emotions, and our body temperature much better. In fact, by doing this type of breath work, we eliminate the primary cause of diseases, which is reducing the amount of inflammation in our body. And there are so many benefits that you'll experience, such as increased energy throughout the day, boost in performance, lower stress levels, enhanced creativity, and even better sleep. Ultimately, guys, by changing our biochemistry through the breathing, we're making our bodies and our mind healthier, happier, and stronger. And honestly, that's enough reason for me to want to do this every single day, first thing in the morning. I've actually replaced my meditation habit with this breathing because I feel so much better in the morning. And the way I see it, if I win the morning, I win the day. Now, I still meditate, but I save that towards the later part of the day. So that just goes to show you how much I value this breathing over something like meditation, which is also something that I do daily. So don't take this practice lightly. It's definitely something that you might want to implement for yourself through experience. Okay, so now that we've gone over some of the why, let's get into the how. So this breathing method is first and foremost premised through inhaling deeply and exhaling without any force. So you can inhale either through the nose or the mouth, it doesn't matter. I found that inhaling through the mouth actually allows more oxygen to get into my body, and I'm able to do my breath hold much longer, which I'll explain the process of how that works. It's recommended that you do this breathing method comfortably in either on your bed or on a sofa. You don't want to be driving, you don't want to be in a bathtub, because this breathing can lead to lightheadedness. So you want to be sure you're in a safe environment. Now, for optimal results, you want to do this first thing in the morning, ideally before you've had any food, so your body is able to absorb more oxygen. So try to do this fasted sometime in the morning. And what you're going to do is breathe into your mouth from the belly into the chest, and then exhale slowly. Exhale without any force. So it's going to look like this. It could also be done through the nose, as I shared, but what you're gonna wanna do is 30 to 40 breaths, similar to that. Now, after 30 to 40 breaths, you might experience some lightheadedness, you might experience some tingling sensations in your fingers or your toes. These are all normal side effects and harmless, assuming you're in a safe environment. So the next phase in the method is once you've done 30 to 40 breaths, we're still on the same set here, you're gonna wanna hold, all right? So you're gonna take the last one deep, and then you hold for as long as you can. Could be 60 seconds, could be a minute, could be 2 minutes, might even be 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how experienced you are and how much oxygen you are able to get into the body and how alkaline your body is. And then once you feel the need to breathe again, this is called the recovery breath, you're gonna wanna inhale, and you're gonna hold for 15 seconds. And then after that 15 seconds, you slowly exhale, and then that's one set. And you're gonna repeat this process for 3 to 4 rounds. I do 3 in the morning. It takes me about 10 minutes even. If I did 4, it'll probably be about a 15-minute breath meditation, but it's up to you. 3 to 4 rounds with that process is all it takes. And what you notice is your breathing will become longer. You'll be able to do the hold for a longer period of time, which means that you have more oxygen coming in and your body's becoming more alkaline and less acidic. And as a tip, you don't want to spend too much energy tracking the amount of time. This is why I definitely recommend using the app. What's more important than actually seeing how much longer you're able to hold your breath is actually feeling how your body responds and whether it's giving you more energy and how it's regulating your mood and emotions. At the same time, I do like to see how much I'm progressing, so that's why I recommend the app. The app's gonna do the tracking for you, and it's basically Wim Hof guiding you through the process. And I'll do a live demonstration using the app to show you how it works. Now, it's important to remember that when combined with the other two pillars, the three pillars being breathing, exercise in the form of push-ups or yoga, and cold exposure, this is what leads to optimal results and real inner strength of becoming happier, healthier, stronger. And you want to do this to be prepared to get into the cold shower. Now, what I do is first thing in the morning, once I wake up, basically wash my face, I drink water, lemon water, which is more alkaline. I then get right into the breathing, and I use the app, which I'll show you a demonstration of right now. All right, guys, so this here is what the app looks like, the Wim Hof Method app. I definitely recommend going through some of the exercises here. There's some good content that he shares with you. And right here where you click e-learning, these are some explanation videos, which are very short, very helpful. And this here is his mini class, which I definitely recommend. He also has some paid courses through this, which I haven't taken yet, but probably will do so in the near future. There's a results page. This is basically where you can track your results. As you see here, my breathing has, I started doing this around the 30th, using this app at least. I used to just use the meditation that I found on YouTube, but instead of me having to track, how long my breaths are, then this is just much more helpful, much more useful. So it's increased, as you can see, with each time I've done it. Today's Monday. I did 3 rounds. First one was 2 minutes, second one was 2 minutes and 18 seconds, and the third one was about 2.5 minutes almost. So this is a great way to track your progress as far as how much oxygen you're able to store in your body and how much more alkaline your body's becoming and less acidic. This here, I already went through the learning. So this is how the meditation, the breathing meditation that I use. We click the guided breathing bubble, click start now. I just keep all these settings the same, and I click start.
Fully in.
And right now, normally we'd hear Wim Hof's voice guiding you through the breathing meditation, and it's basically him doing it with you. For some reason, the sound's not working. I think it's because it's plugged into my laptop right now. But after about 10 breaths, it's going to give you the option to tap and get into the hold phase. Now, the hold phase is when you take a last deep breath in, and then lightly exhale, and then you hold for as long as you can. All right, so what I do is, just like it says here, I do 30 breaths. Wim Hof's guiding you. My eyes are closed. And then on the last one, it automatically goes into the hold phase. But if you want to do shorter amount of breaths, if you don't need to do 30, that's just a good target to do. You could do maybe 15 or 20. Once you're ready to go into the hold, you just tap it. And now it's calculating how long you're able to hold your breath. All right, so at this point, my eyes are closed. I'm focusing on slowing down my heart rate, just calm and just waiting until I feel the need to breathe again. And again, when you first start out, it's probably going to be about a minute, maybe a minute and a half, and then after about a week or two, you'll find that you're able to hold your breath for much longer. And again, that's a good sign of showing how alkaline your body is becoming, how much oxygen you're able to store in your body.
Relaxation spread down to your toes, into your fingertips, to the base of your neck.
All right, so just for the sake of time, we'll just assume that where we have the need to breathe in right now, all we're going to do is just tap.
Take a deep
and now we're doing the recovery breath.
And hold.
All right, so you hold it for 15 seconds in. And then at the end of this, it's going to automatically go into the next round. So this is just round number 1.
3, 2, 1.
And now we get into round number 2.
Fully in.
All right. And then after 3, maybe 4 rounds. Again, I stick to 3 rounds. It takes me about 10 minutes. I just click finish.
Take it.
And what it does is it gives me the amount of time for each round. And you'll notice that with each round, you're able to hold your breath much longer. And then it gives you an average time that you're able to hold, averages all 3 rounds together. All right, and then you would just click save, and it saves it for that day. Now, since I don't want to save these results, I'll just click reset. And that's basically it. That's how I use the app. I definitely think it's super helpful. All of this is free, except once you get into the learning part. These are paid courses. Some of them are. I definitely recommend going through the mini class and the explanation videos to give you some more insight. And that's basically it, guys. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope this video was helpful, and if you did receive any value at all, be sure to leave a like. I'd greatly appreciate that. Just a reminder, a lot of this information can be found for free in Wim Hof's mini courses, also in his new book, which I'll also link. I definitely recommend you check those out and experience this method for yourself. Perhaps give yourself a 10, 20-day challenge, see what you've experienced and what results you've gotten out of it, and if it's helped you become a stronger version of yourself, which is what we're all about here at Self-Actualized Life. Thank you so much for watching, and look out for future videos by subscribing below.